I've just found out about a disgusting situation. Callum's corner is being doxed and accused of nonsense. Yet we're getting straight into it this time, boys. And even though you might think that's a bog standard day for someone from Bristol, Callum has got an insane audience. They're lucky if their kids from high school got access to Adobe Premiere. And in all honesty, they've got it down to quite an art. Changing his speech and quoting him out of context to say all sorts of horrendous things.
Gay up! And welcome to Pornhub. Today we're going to look at children dating website photos.
Despite all these obscenity, these videos just usually circulate around his online audience, so there isn't much damage done to his credibility. Where it does start to get bad though, is when these pranks start to intrude on his personal life. Callum has already had to move house due to people finding his home address and harassing him in person. Some of these pranks have been more cruel than others. One of the more famous ones came from someone pretending to be his mother.
I also got like an Asda delivery. The little twat who sent it, it said, if the tall bald man answers the door and tries to send it away, he's highly autistic. You must speak to his mum before doing anything.
Another classic is people ordering an overwhelming amount of toasters to his house, so much he made a classic rant video showcasing the extent and practically begging people to stop. I mean, you can't lie, some of these were actually pretty creative. But at least they weren't ruining his reputation for the people close to him in his life. Today's story comes in when some of his viewers decided to take the classic YouTube poop humour of making him look like a nonce, but instead went to a community Facebook page of his local area. They accused Callum of being a pedo on this small page followed by people in his area, including the family that he provides care for. If you didn't know this about Callum, despite being an internet funny man, he also has a standard job as a carer that he's been doing for many years. It's not very often you see a YouTuber make a valid contribution to society, but Callum is one of those known for actually being a pretty good guy underneath his character. That being said, I can't pretend it isn't funny when people's defence of Callum usually comes down to him just being a lovely guy deep down, because no matter how hard he tries, he will ultimately be known as the guy that went batshit crazy after being compared to a Tic Tac.
Shut up about my head. It is normal. It is a nice head. It does not look like a sodding Tic Tac. And I swear there's ginger people trying to mock me.
However, Callum does absolutely not deserve what's happening right here. Unlike a lot of other accusations going around on the internet recently, it's obvious that these guys took the popular memes he has going around his community, but decided to push it to people close to him that don't understand the context of why this is a joke. All they see is that this guy in their community, for some even their carer, has been accused of doing all these horrendous things.
I think I'm going to have to leave my job, I think. Yeah, but some dickheads have been posting to like the Facebook local notice boards. And they just knew that like, that could happen and stuff, but they posted like paedophile allegations and the daughter of the couple that I care for saw it. And it's getting too complicated.
So as you can see, this is when these jokes go way too far. It's no longer online banter with a content creator when you cross that boundary of entering his real life circles. At this point, you have the genuine ability to ruin someone's life. We live in a world nowadays where people sometimes forget their favourite creators aren't just characters on a screen, but are real people behind the scenes and value their own privacy and have their own lives outside of content creation. Nowadays, it's important that people remain mindful of people's boundaries, even with online personalities. Remember, you only know a very small fabricated part of them that they portray on the internet, and it should be a right for them to have a separation they desire between their online life and personal life. What do you think though? Should creators have the right to this separation? Where do you think the line should be drawn between freedom of speech and harassment? Thanks for watching, leave a like, and here's what you should watch next.